Okay, it's Green Bay Wacky. I've been meaning to make this video, and I'm pissed, and I'm sick of it, and I'm going to make a video about it. This whole idea of defunding the police, this is insanity. I'm going to make my best case for it. Stay with me. Tell me if you made it through this whole video. It'd probably take about 6 minutes. It's this freaking insanity. You know, I just love how politicians are bending to a bunch of snot-nosed, left-wing, liberal college kids or groups that, you know, think the whole police force, the United States of America, is a bunch of bumbling buffoons. This is a slap in the face to law enforcement agents, men and women that serve to protect their communities. You know, this is insanity. And you know what? Shame on you politicians and you protesters that, you know, throw out an isolated case here and there, and they want to paint the narrative through mainstream media that this is going on all throughout the country. There are so many men and women that serve on a daily basis. They put their freaking life on the line. Do you put your life on the line when you go to work every day? Do you even work? Do you even work? Or do you sell drugs? Criminals that want to defund the police? Look at what happened in Chaz in Washington. 6 square blocks couldn't even make it for 3 weeks without the police. 2 people were killed. Numerous people were assaulted. Are you freaking kidding me? You know, you make it out like the police are some group of bumbling buffoons. You know, police officers are trained. They're trained in firearms. They're trained in automobile defensive driving. They're trained in psychology. The training is extensive before they graduate and even hit the frickin' streets. And you know what? You think that, you know, all police officers have to be retrained. You think that there aren't trained, skilled law enforcement agents out there right now, this very moment? This is so freaking ridiculous. And you know what? You got to wake up to this. Who are you going to call? Who are you going to call when your wife, someone is trying to assault her? Who are you going to call when there's a gang surrounding your kid? Who are you going to call when there's a girl next door that you think's getting abused? This is madness. This is insanity. And what are you going to defund? What do you want to get rid of? SWAT teams? So if there's a major problem, like a bomb or something like that, we don't have a SWAT team to go in and disarm the bomb. You want to get rid of the homicide detectives? So when your best friend gets murdered, there's no one to investigate it? Who do you want to get rid of? The sexual assault department that investigates that so they can find the perpetrators? You want to get rid of that? You want to get rid of the guns? You want to get rid of the high-tech vehicles that they use, drive around in? What do you want to get rid of exactly? And why do you want to get rid of them? You want to replace your community with a bunch of thugs walking around with guns, with no training, with their own agendas, their own political agendas? And people are buying into this? Are you crazy? City councils bending to a bunch of snot-nosed little brats? This is a slap in the face to law enforcement. You know what? Police, men and women that serve, have a modest salary. You know, generally 30, 40,000 a year. I don't have the exact number in front of me, but it is low. And every day they suit up and they go out and put their lives on the line every day. A lot of them are alcoholics. A lot of them have divorces. Why is that? Because they're hated on. They're out there trying to serve their community and bring peace against all the criminals, the drug dealers, the gangs, the bad people. And then they have this on the news every night. We want to defund you. We don't care about what you do. When are you guys going to, when is someone going to start a movement? The cops need more money. They need more funding, not less. More, not less. More. 911 calls, you know, there's a lot of jokes going around now. That's like a legitimate, serious thing. It's going to be like, thank you for calling 911. Press 1 for assault. Press 2 for gang violence. Press 3, press 4, and you'll be on the phone, and then it'll say, your call is important to us. Please hold. The next available representative will be with you. Your estimated wait time is 5 days. You know what? Who are you going to call when your life is in danger? And it's one phone call away from what about your kid, your wife, your mom, your dad? You're going to call 911 and you're going to want those frickin' police. I am so sick of this shit. No one will call this out for what it is. I have friends that have served as law enforcement agents. I have law enforcement agents in my community that I respect. This is ridiculous. And you know what? This got to stop. This has got to stop. This movement to defund the police and bowing down to liberal left-wing ideas and agendas. Absolutely ridiculous. You want to get a little more training in there for some law enforcement agents? Fine. Some maybe need it. But you know what? You make it out like every single law enforcement agent out there is going to grab people and put their knees on their necks. And you know what? Think about this. This George Floyd incident with Black Lives Matters, what happened? Money, money, money. Millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars came into that organization as a result of that. Millions. What do they do with their money? Where does it go? Are they rebuilding their communities? I don't know where the money goes. Money. It's all money and political agenda to try to cater to people. Oh yeah, let's defund the police. Well, can I get your vote for that? Political agenda, political gain, money, 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 money. This is insane. You know what, law enforcement agents, men and women, I salute you. Thank you. Every day you put your life on the line, every day for 12 hours, 15 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours, maybe even 20 hours. Every day. And people spit on you? What are you going to do when your baby's in the street dying? Who are you going to call? Right? Because there's going to be a law enforcement agent that's been trained, right? They've been trained in, resuscitation or whatever it is they have to do to save your child's life. You know what's funny too? And this is a true story. You can Google it. People were protesting, defunding the police. And guess what? A lady comes running up. Her baby wasn't breathing anymore. In the middle of a protest, she's protesting. Guess who saved the baby's life? A police officer, 3 of them. Yeah, but she had to swallow it and bite it on that one. This is insane. Absolute insane. And you know what? Do you think just because there's a few bad apples out there that the good cops are like happy about it? Their life is more on the line now. More law enforcement agents have been killed because of this madness that's been spreading around America. It's time to wake up and do something about this and say, no, we're not going to bend to a bunch of snot-nosed little brats and a bunch of criminals that want to defund the police because they throw out isolated incidents. Isolated incidents. 2019, 9 people were shot. 9. The whole protest thing about, it's hundreds of people a day. Everyone's being harassed. And you know what they never talk about? Do you know how many people are criminals? They get arrested because they're dealing drugs, they've got guns, they're doing something illegal, and then they're resisting arrest. But they don't say that. They make it out like, these are just peaceful people that were just walking down the street, minding their own business, and the cop just picked them up, started smacking them around, and put them down and threw them in the back of the cop car and arrested them, or they killed them. It does happen sometimes, isolated incidents. This is a slap in the face to all the hardworking law enforcement agents that don't know if they're coming home to their wife or kid the next day. Green Bay Waggy is pissed. I'm finally letting this out. I am upset. This insanity. Again, what are you going to do? Get rid of the SWAT team? Get rid of the homicide division? Get rid of the guns? Get rid of the vehicles? And let's look at Chaz. 6 square blocks couldn't even make it for 3 weeks without cops. 2 people killed. 6 square blocks. What about a whole city, a whole state? Absolute insanity, nonsense, political gain. Wake up and see this for what it is and push back. Don't be afraid to push back and say, you know what? I'm not with you on this. This is madness. I want my neighborhood protected. I want my county, my state protected. I want my family protected. I want a 911 call to be available to me when I need to call when there's trouble. We need more funding, not less. More funding, and I salute you, law enforcement agents. Thank you for what you do. Absolute freaking insanity. Insanity. Left-wing, liberal craziness. Absolute insanity. Green Bay Waggy's out.